Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host with the most. His name's still the same. Coming to bring the pain. Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very sincere. You remember that? You recall that? The regs do. The noobs, no clue whatsoever. Just when you think you have learned it all, just when you think that you are on top of the world, on top of your game, nothing can go wrong, nothing can happen, never say never. Never say never. And I'm here to tell you the reason why. I am here to inform you why. I'm going to let you live vicariously through me and my pain and my situation. But there's multiple, and they all happen in the same day. Which one do I pick? Which one do I choose? This was my real journey. This was my chaotic moment. This was the universe informing me. Vince, don't ever again in your lifetime think that you can not be involved with me, not have chaotic moments, not have epic journeys. I mean, truly epic journeys all in the same day, and having it so that you may or may not be a truth teller. It was so much to take. It was so much to handle. I almost fell apart. I had to use all of the mechanisms that I learned in the past, and none of them was working. But I'm going to tell you what I did. But first things first, noobs, thank you. Or noob that's still here, that didn't eject after my long intro, that really you should go back and review historical documents to get a grasp of. If not, I suggest you raise your hand and wait to be called on. And somebody will inform you on what it is. Somebody will let you know the game. Somebody will tell you how we roll. Somebody will. You can look to the left. You can look to the right. You can look to the sky. You can look down. You can even talk to the birds. They'll tell you and they'll let you know what's up. But you better make sure you know bird talk before you attempt that. Make sure you know bird talk before you attempt that. And I can't guarantee that you will understand them either or either. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like it's every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way. Cause we got this, what is so special, unique bond that we share. Sharing is caring, but you can't share everything, and you probably shouldn't share everything. You probably should have some standards, but that's just some free advice. Bird-like voice, because I can communicate with them. But don't go around saying that. Or if you do, use your inner monologue and don't say it out loud. Say it to yourself quietly. We got that special, unique bond. Sharing is caring, but you can't and you shouldn't share everything. Non-verbal communicating peeps. That is the level, noob or noobs, that you want to be at. That is beyond advanced. That is beyond 201, beyond 303, beyond 401. This is high level stuff. Being able to communicate off non-verbal communications, just cues, just language, just, the little nuances that's there, whether it's inflection, whether it's holding on to vowels or misusing words. It's all there for the nonverbal communication. It works best when you can see, but you can let your mind's eye do the seeing for you. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I shouldn't be the way I am right now, but I'm just going to chalk it up and charge it to the game. You remember that, Rex? You remember how I was getting L after L, loss after loss, charging just about any and everything to the game, but it was making me stronger. It was making me better, because every time I got knocked down, I did like D-Wade. I got right back up. Every time that I failed, every time that I missed the shot, I just said, I'm going to make the next one. Like Kobe, R.I.P. Every time it was my control, my possession, and I could do what I want to do. I always had supreme confidence that I was going to do and make the right decision. But that supreme confidence just came, and it is the main reason that everything just fell apart. Everything just fell apart. And it was more than one thing, but I'm just going to go with the flow. And the flow is pushing me in one direction. And the flow is pushing me in the direction of maintain being a truth teller. Maintain being a truth teller is something. It's the code that I live by. It is the hill that I'm going to defend. It is the mountain that I'm going to climb. It is going to be the reason that I am no more. Is maintaining being a truth teller. And I made the promise to myself long ago about never running out of petrol, never running out of fuel, and having that walk of shame. Don't worry, peace. I'm not going to repeat the story. You just got the Vince's notes. You're welcome. You just got the Vince's notes. You're welcome. That's all you need to know. And if you want to know more, I suggest you do what it do. I suggest you go back. I suggest you review some of the historical documents, or you can reach me offline, virtually, offline, and not the reality virtual either. I ain't there yet. Or you can communicate with me in the future. How about that for the final answer? No multiple choice here, because I got to stay on track. I got to stay focused, because maintaining being a truth teller is my modus operandi. It is like me breathing air. And if I'm not telling the truth and I'm not maintaining, I can't breathe. I'm choking. I'm dying. I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm all of my feelings. I'm all of the above. Yes, I am. So here's the thing. The bells and whistles went off in the G-Rod. I was singing, I was dancing, I was making my chest pop, I was calculating, I was saying to myself, definitely not out loud because there was nobody else around, and I would have probably communicated out loud if other people was around. There was no need. There was no need this time. That I was going to test out the new feature, test out my new mathematication, test out my new calculations, test out the new, because you know me, and that's the you know ha ha and not the you know he. You know me. I like the new. I like the new doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and that repetition. It just get boring to me. I like to test and push the boundaries. I like to grow personally, but sometimes growing personally, I had to take multiple steps backwards. It's not ideal. It's not what I choose. It's not what I want. It just occurs. It just happens that way because I need to learn that big lesson. I need to learn from the mishap. I need to learn from the faux pas. I need to learn from the mistake. And this time I learned today. This time I learned that situation, that I was cutting it close. The bells and the whistles was letting me know. The bells and the whistles was telling me to do what I need to do and go ahead and get that petrol, get that fuel. But I said, no, I'm gonna wait next time. I know it don't rhyme, but I'm not a singer. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Because that's a bird-like voice that don't need to go on anymore. The picture's painted, the picture's bright, the picture's vivid. I ain't gonna say you're welcome. I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to paint that picture the way it's painted. I could have did a little lot better, but I'm feeling some kind of way and I'm all off my feelings. So I'm just going to go with the flow. I normally don't go with the flow. I usually calculate things out, but calculating things out put me in this mess to begin with. So I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to roll with the punches and I'm just going to do what it do. And definitely not something that make me feel good, but something that make me feel a lot better because I am feeling some kind of way. Once again, deep, 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 all off of my feelings. Bells and whistles went off. I probably should have went ahead and got that petrol. I probably should have went ahead and got that fuel, but I did not do it because I made the calculation. I made it the calculation. I took the calculated risk that next time that I was going out, I was going to get that petrol. Then I was going to get that fuel. Then I was just a little bit too tired to just stop and do it. Then I was going to wait and I was going to do it the next day. I was going to do it the next time. Well, waiting the next day and doing it the next time, everything started out okay. Everything started out all right. I got in the G-Ride. I turned it on, pushed the start. Doo-doo. It don't make that sound, by the way. It doesn't make that sound. I pushed the start, turned my jammy jams on, got my music playing, got the windows up, of course, got the AC on max, got the sunroof put back, but not necessarily open. I just want to see the lights, the stars, the moon, and all the other planets. I just wanted to see that while I was singing, dancing in my G-Rod, making my chest pop, feeling good, about to go and get this petrol, about to go and get this fuel, saying to myself, universe, ha ha, I am number one. Universe, ha ha, you can't beat me. You can't beat me. And I'm saying this to myself and I'm feeling good. I am just amazing. And amazing is my favorite word. I ain't done that in a while, so I just figured I might as well just throw that in, noobs. I was feeling 100, and I get to the gas station. I get to the petrol station. So I get out. Everything's normal. Music off. I'm still feeling good. I'm still pointing up to the sky and saying, universe, who's number one? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and give me my standing ovation. Go ahead and give me my flea claps. By the way, break out the smallest violin that you can find. If it's invisible, I don't care. It's the smallest. I can't see it anyway. I just want to hear that music play so I can do a two-step, so I can do a little freestyle, so I can just make up as I go and pretend there's a mirror in front of me while pulling out the bestest move ever and then repeating it over and over and over again, and then finishing it off by doing a spinorama and then putting my knee to the ground and then slamming my elbow down, but not necessarily on the concrete, but slamming my elbow down as if I was going to slam it on the concrete. I ain't cray-cray, and I ain't need to play cray-cray at the time. All that was happening, all that was playing out. I try to pay for the fuel. I try to pay for the petrol, right? And lo and behold, the universe said to me, that's a little bit too much. When you started singing and when you started dancing, that was okay. When you was singing, dancing, that was okay. When you was doing your little two-step outside, that was okay. When you dropped down to a knee, that was okay. When all of that was okay. But soon as you got to the moment and you didn't slam your elbow to the ground, that's when it wasn't okay. That's when the universe said to me that it had to show me. I had to learn my lesson, because if I'm going to do something, I got to do it all the way. I can't half do it. I can't 75% do it. I can't 80% do it. I can't 95% do it. I can't 99.99999% do it. I got to do it 100. I got to do it all the way, because if I give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and it took a mile in the other direction because the universe said, okay, Vince, gotcha. You didn't finish me off. You didn't get me down. I'm back up. I'm back up like the Undertaker. I'm back up like the Heartbreak Kid. I'm back up like Hulk Hogan, because he ate his vitamins. He ate his vitamins and some other things too. But I don't want to get sued. I tried to pay for the petrol. The petrol machine was just in a constant loop. It was just in a constant loop. So I'm there. A minute go by, I'm there. 5 minutes go by, I'm there. Then I decided after 8 minutes go by, it is time for me to pull out my card and press cancel and try to figure something else out. I know it ain't the card. I know it ain't anything on my end. So I try it and I do it again. same result. And I'm saying to myself, oh no, I ain't the type to do something nefarious, even though I would have been in the right, even though I would have been in my right. But I wouldn't have been right if I would have done something nefarious. So I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking, I'm trying to contemplate while I'm sitting there watching the thing spin, and other people are coming up, getting their petrol, getting their fuel. But then I noticed something about the other people coming up, getting their petrol and the fuel. They ain't doing what I'm doing. They going to the counter. They going to the inside part to prepay in cash. And then that's when the light bulb finally came on in my head. This machine is broken. When I mean machine, the network is down. When I mean the network is down, they ain't taking nothing. They ain't taking nothing that's plastic. They ain't taking nothing that's not dollar bill. They ain't taking nothing that can't fold. Ain't taking nothing that can't fold outside at the pump. I'm going to need to come up with some cash. I'm going to need to come up with the money that folds. And if you know that reference, shout out if you know that reference. If not, I suggest you move out of the cave that you've been living in for the past 35 years. Move out of the cave that you've been living in for the past 35 years and just catch up with the rest of us. Or you can just reach out to me from the future or the present, and I'll let you know. But you got to remind me where it came from. You got to remind me of what we're talking about, because I'm having all kinds of conversations. In fact, I'm having a conversation now with somebody in the past. I'm having a conversation now with somebody in the present. I'm having a conversation now with peeps in the future. Hello, people from the future. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. But the story ain't done. The light bulb finally came on. I figured out that I'm going to have to pay cash. Guess what? I don't keep cash on me. I don't usually keep cash on me. I don't do the stuff that fold. I stay with the other stuff, because the other stuff, if it get taken or stolen or lost, I can get my funds back. If the stuff that fold, the cashy cash, the dollar, when that's gone, that is gone. Ain't no refund. Ain't no, we can track it down. Ain't no, we can trace it, unless I done wrote them serial numbers down. But if I wrote them serial number down, that's a lot of writing, and that's a lot of muscle memory. And my mind don't work like that. And I don't have that much writing in my hand. I'm left-handed. It already hurts to write. I already got to bend my hand some kind of way just to see what I'm writing. So sometime when it's a little messy, sometime when it don't make sense, it's okay. Relax. Don't worry. I couldn't see what I was doing, and I just used my imagination, and my imagination was just running wild. So I just ran with it because I was going with the flow. The light bulb came on. I'm going to need some cash. I took some cash. I had some cash. Luckily, I had some cash stashed, but it was just enough to get a little swallow. It wasn't even enough for a gallon. It wasn't even enough for a half gallon. It was just enough for just a little bit on a little bit to get me through, to get me to where I'm going, so I can go to the next place, go to the next pump. And then, when I say next pump, the next petrol station where the stuff actually works. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that for another day, because I didn't directly go to another petrol station. I just went ahead and completed my mission. I just went ahead and did what I had to do and said, I'm going to take another calculated risk, universe, because I showed you I had a backup plan. I always have a backup plan. So next time when you got me down, next time, when you want to do something all the way, you better do it 100%. Like you told me, remember? Don't do it 80%. Don't do it 95%. Don't do it 99.9999% either. Because I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to maintain being a truth teller to myself. And I did. I had some cash stashed, and I just took another calculated risk. And I'm going to tell you how that calculated risk happened and took place at a later date, to be continued. Thank you for listening. Be sure, noob, that's still here. Check out the new and improved website. Everything is there. Extra, VDGsports.com. You can go to the old place. You can go to the new place. You can go to some other place and it will direct you there. Everything is there on Xtra, VDGsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Hate if you must, comment if you must, comment if you may. Hey, it's your world. I'm just living in it. VDG Sports, YouTube. Regs, I'm just going to say this. You know what time it is, but do you really, really know what time it is? Is this the past, present, or future? Holler back at me or get at me and let me know. Until then, I gotta go, but I ain't leaving like that. I'm just gonna say I'm out like peace or peace. Oh, see, fooled you almost, but hey, one day, 1 century.